What are we doing? Who am I?
My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. See both sides like Chanel, see on both sides like Chanel. To my left, so cool water, hit it like I want the world. Hide my tattoos in Shibuya, police see your mother underworld.
Okay, so welcome to my channel. We back again, and today we're going to the Construction Network. It's a meet and greet. It's a networking event. Yeah, you'll put yourself in a better place in your construction career. On the table. Why there's so much movement? But we're gonna be so noisy. Like we're gonna be looking at the door the entire time.
Yes.
It's okay. Mongi, say hi to the vlog.
Say hi to?
Say hi to the vlog.
To the vlog?
Hey, bruh. Also gone. They're also gone to my
profession. You guys want to know what I do? We'll talk. 2022. I'm actually sitting next to our previous chairperson, Richard. No discussion with him. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you, sir. And we also have Sisizakele Kubheka, who is from CIOBD. Thank you for coming through. She was also one of our mentors when we started off the CNSA team. It's just great to see the people who have mentored us and who have gotten us to this level, coming out and support us and want to interact with everyone. So yes, thank you so much for being here. And then last but definitely not least, the MVPs of tonight, which is everyone else who attended. Thank you so much for putting in the time, the effort, the resources to come out today and just give you guys a background on Construction Network South Africa. This was really founded by a group of friends who had graduated from university, and they're like, now that we're in our different career paths, some in construction side, some in consultancy, let's have a group where we can just come together and impart resources and knowledge, talk about what we're experiencing on our sides, etc. And that's really the humble beginnings the Construction Network South Africa came from. And then from then on, we started inviting other friends to this table because they can we're ready to go. They look competitive. Oh my God. You started now. Let's go. I'm ready. No, they're starting with you too. Okay.
Start from there.
You can't show the other guys.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
That's a kick.
Initiating. Yeah. Explain it. Signing.
When something else done on the job that's not in your review. The full description of the position.
Okay. Next.
Okay, this is abbreviation then.
Okay.
It doesn't come. No. Non-existent. Okay.
Non-existent.
Time to. Okay. CMs, QSs are part of what? The built environment. Okay, yes. That's the last 3 words. Now, built environment what?
Profession?
Time.
Field.
What was it?
What's the difference between
So where we at?
Excuse me?
Where we at?
Oh, we outside. I'm joking. We're at the HPC at UP for the Construction Network. It's a industry event, I guess. And the whole of NMU is here.
Alright, Lirato, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are we doing?
We're at a network, something that isn't that common. It literally isn't that common, and we're having a construction industry network, and it's so exciting because it's new beginnings for us young people connecting. I'm excited.
Just speak to the camera. Sorry, I'm just.
Hey guys, where are we? Construction Network.
What are we doing?
Who am I?
What did you study?
Okay guys, my name is Bushle. I studied quantity surveying at Nelson Mandela. I am a quantity surveyor for an EPC company. That means engineering, procurement, and construction.
Chisel.
But
Hi, sir, how are you?
Well, and yourself?
Good, thanks. Where are we?
My name's Charles. I'm Enterprise Development Director for Sisizakele Kubheka. I study civil engineering at Wits Technicon when they were still Technicons. Yeah, that's... Any questions, anything you want to know?
Actually, tell us what you do. I think a lot of people don't know your actual job.
Yeah, what is
That's
your
one thing
role
I
in the
didn't know
field?
that much about it.
Okay, so I've been in the industry for 30 years. I started off as a site engineer. I worked myself up to contracts director. And once I was a contracts director, I realized that there's more to the industry, and it is really interesting in South Africa to look at the transformation of the industry and how we can help communities. So I specifically help Sisizakele Kubheka form relationships with smaller companies, assist with the transformation inside Sisizakele Kubheka. So the enterprise development portion of my title is to look at smaller companies, how to assist them. It's one of the reasons that I put my hand up to come here tonight. And I said about 7 years ago at work at Sisizakele Kubheka, I said in 10 years' time the industry is going to look fundamentally different to what it looked at that time, and I think we can start to see that now. So out of the listed companies, there's only 3 of the big 7 left in South Africa. What are the challenges is that going to bring to the industry? What dynamic is that going to bring to the industry? And I think it's a really, really interesting time to be part of it.
I just have one question for him. Something quite interesting. Oh, hi guys. Hi guys.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Tulani Koza. I study construction management. I'm a property administrator by profession.
He's going to get the question. Go.
Yes, I just want to ask a
go,
question before I forget. So something came to my mind when you were talking about how you engage smaller companies to further promote enterprise development. I'm just interested to find out, how did you navigate the COVID-19 waters? During the year 2020 when we hit with COVID, how did you navigate through this?
Personally, was the company or
Personally, in your role, in your position through the company.
so most of enterprise development, personal contact, working on sites was really curtailed. Not much at all happened during that space. My team, I got a small team at the office, so we came back to work as soon as we could. So we were only off for that first shutdown period, and there were opportunities during that shutdown period. So I worked quite closely with government, making hand sanitizers, also with small companies, trying to provide quality products at an affordable price. So that even in a challenging time, there are opportunities for entrepreneurs.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Good. Who are you, sir?
Please remove the alcohol. My mom doesn't know I don't drink. She knows I don't drink.
A little late, but okay.
I'm a young guy I'm a project manager for a contractor named Mongi Edison from Nelspruit. Started at NMU, and we outside.
women empowerment right over there. Let's go, girls!
And then after that, there's a
Full.
no. After that,
Full. Full. Oh.
I wish you were sitting next to them because you have a question.
what do I do?
You are so slow.
Every contractor prices the work and on top.
He's in Jesus. He's wants to They're catching up.
Go.
We do this for upsells and settlements. We call it
Design and build.
no. Apart from that, but you bring furniture and what.
Interior design.
10K.
Interior architect. Oh, what?
10K.
I
Fit out.
work in DNB.
Before backfilling, what do?
You excavate. But you got that. Even the subcontractors are awarded according to obviously a certain what
Demarcation area.
yeah. So like we always take the guys that don't actually have the experience. So what the BRT does is it aims at exposing these small guys, the SMMEs.
It's civil engineering here at UP.
Yeah.
You do design, you do structural steel, you do concrete, you have only 1 6 months module which is called construction management. It depends on the lecture you get. We had this. Yes.
All the different opportunities there are.
That's a
I would
very
think
important.
so.
That should be a big part of the career. Big part.
Experience that I have now to actually be able to register within the ETSA board. An easy example of something that I actually have come across, we built a station in Wynberg, Alexandra. It's called Watt Station, and there we had a high water level. So now you have to think how your methodology of how you're going to build the station. Are you going to build it the way you were building the other stations, or are you now going to first do box outs for the columns? You know, so your methodology changes. Your what kind of resources do you need to then execute this? Are you going to have a pump that's sitting there 24/7 after you've poured the concrete so that at least they can cure? Well, it does cure underwater, but like when you pour the first bed, it needs the water to be out. Or what are you going to do? So that is like one of the complex problems I've had to deal with on this project.
Just to add on that one, we're the ones who suggested they must put a water bar, they must add penetron on the concrete because now it must be
things
impermeable.
like that.
The question is,
Any job counts. So get your foot in the door, and it doesn't matter whether it's an internship position. If you're worthy of that job and you're going to be a quality employee, you'll find your route through that internship or that junior position that might be a little bit below you, but you'll find your progression through that very, very quickly. So if you arrive in that position, don't take any job that it's too small. So we all start at a spot where you've got very limited experience. You don't have a big CV. It's just your qualification. Get your foot into the door at a good spot. I did an internship program with the CIDB quite a long time ago, and we took 10 students who had just finished their, I forget what the qualification, the NCV qualification, and they had all figured out their own career and they were progressing through the company. So it was a low position for them. We specifically negotiated with the CID because it's a qualification that doesn't have a spot in construction. They all flew because from getting that foot in the door.
Now I hear you speak of getting your foot in the door and everything,
Yeah.
but now we have situations where people will be like, I can give you this opportunity but at no pay. Yes, I get school fees, you're paying your dues, but at the rate of the economy, you can't necessarily try and get somewhere on a daily basis without even like a transport type stipend or whatever. So what do you say on that? Is it exploitation? Must the person take it or what?
So you know, if somebody is expecting you to work for free, to me that's exploitation. But I'll give you a real case study. I was building a shopping centre in Mamelodi a long time ago, 12 years ago, 14 years ago, and a young student, similar to many of you in the room now, came and knocked on my door at my site office and said he's looking for a job. And I said, we don't have any jobs here, you know, and he wouldn't give up. So he eventually came to my office and he said, listen, Charles, I really, really want a job. This is where I've studied. I'll come and work for free. So I said, no, like, you can't work for free. So just for working for free, there's a whole bunch of legal issues surrounding it. It's illegal, you can't do it. You don't have any workman's compensation. So if somebody is talking about that, so I said, you've been so persistent, and if you're willing to start at the bottom, I'll speak to HR, and I'll see if I can get you a position at an entry level. And he got a job that wasn't paid much more than a labourer's job. But it's my question where it says start at the bottom. He started there. By the time we finished that job, and I can give the story, just because he was so organized and so much better than the job that he got that opportunity, he seized it. First thing I knew, he was in the consulting engineer's office. This is my person who's, you know, just above, you know, getting paid just above a labourer. Came to us, why are we wasting materials when we're pouring bases or manholes?
Like, I gave one of them the camera, like, you do this, but I'm not gonna do this. So, after all it's said and done, it was an amazing industry event, met amazing people, and it definitely opened up my network in terms of construction, and I'm so happy with it. Yeah, man, from here on, out to the world. If you guys would like to see anything else on my channel, you're more than welcome to request stuff. And yeah, let's see what we can do. And shout out to everyone who attended that event. It was beautiful. The vibes were definitely positive. And yeah. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Yeah, we'll get used to that in time.